We got a mega show today, like a mega show with so much that's going on Monday. I mean, there's so much. I don't even know we're going to get to it all. There's so much. Um, so the main thing is that, as we said, we know that the big deal came through with Netflix and Warner Brothers, but we also said it's not going to be that easy. And now Paramount is making an aggressive stance to try to get the company still. They're going for a hostile takeover. So we'll discuss that. Is that what's going to happen? Been a lot of conversation about it. In the meantime, James Gunn, Peter Safran had their contracts renewed. So what does that mean? Does it mean anything if Paramount winds up getting it still? Will Paramount get it? Did Netflix have any interest at all? Was it all a big coup just to say, look, we know we're not going to get it, but it's going to freeze out our competitors for at least a couple of years? There's award stuff. Critics' Choice Awards nominations came out. The Golden Globes came out yesterday. Who's the front runners? The box office was huge this weekend. Zootopia is almost at $1 billion in week 2. Five Nights at Freddy's said, "Shut up, idiots. You don't think we're going to make 25 million opening weekend?" Well, we did. We made 70. How you like that? So there's so much going on in general this week. And this is a Supergirl trailer coming out. That's another one that's coming out soon. I didn't even hit the intro yet. So it's me and John Rocha here today. I'm by myself in the intro, but hopefully get Rocha here in a second. Let's do it. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. And man, oh man, this is pretty nuts in general. Yeah, I saw my good buddy Ed Harold keeps sending me the Boys trailers. He's like, look at the new trailers. Like, I haven't watched the last season. I don't even watch this trailer. But people are hyped about it, so that's good. Then, over the weekend, man, like I said, there's so many different things that were going on this weekend. The Critics' Choice Award nominations, the box office, a lot of stuff going on. So, what is going to happen? Now, I'll probably bring this point up again once John gets in here, but here's something interesting that I read. I can't remember who sent it to me, but it was an interesting thread when it came to the whole Netflix buying Warner Brothers. Now, the theory of this particular thread was, and I'm not saying this is factual or not, it's just a thread, but it's an interesting one. And what it said was, okay, Netflix never really had an interest of acquiring Warner Brothers, and they still don't necessarily think that they will. They think that they will probably get the big X, and DOJ and everybody else to say, no, not going to happen. And they were aware of this. And they never even really had an opportunity, a thought of that, even doing it, but they wanted to freeze out Paramount for a bit. And they saw Paramount getting into it, so they wanted to freeze them out of it. So they accomplished that. The other thing that they accomplished by doing this, again, a theory, is that their number 1 streamer in the world is Netflix. Number 3 is HBO Max, Amazon being number 2. So what they're able to do is say, okay, you know what we do? Let's put a bid in. Let's get it. And even if we get shot down, it's going to take a good year and a half, 2 years for them to either approve us or we get shut down. We get it. Great. Makes a lot of sense. We'll be in good shape. But if they say no to us, we have frozen out HBO Max and our competitor for a good for a good 2 years now. But before I even get into that, I'll bring in my co-host here today, John Rocha, in the house. Hello, John.
Hello.
What's going on?
Good morning. Hello.
Morning. So, dude, I was just saying, what a crazy news day it is already. Already with all the stuff, the nominations between Critics' Choice Awards, the Golden Globes. We've got this stuff with Paramount now. We've got there's just so much. The box office was crazy this weekend. Supergirl trailer coming out. So much to discuss. So what I had just mentioned is, I don't know if you saw this theory. I thought it was a very interesting theory, and I can't remember. I know I saw it somewhere on X. I just don't remember who said it.
Theories.
No, but it might have come from the Ankler, maybe. It may have come from there. Like, so it wasn't just some random person. It's like it was interesting.
Okay.
And what it essentially said was that Netflix never really had any intent of buying.
Oh, yes.
Right.
This was over the weekend. Yes.
Right. So the intent was, okay, well, look, we know that Paramount's going for it. Let's go against them. We don't, they're putting in the price. We'll drive up the price. We'll do what we can do. And then we get it. Great. But we probably won't get it because they'll probably shoot us down. But our competitor in Max will be frozen out, won't be able to make shit for like a year and a half, 2 years while you're under acquisition. You can't do anything. You can't make deals with people. So they'll be frozen for a little bit. So if we get it, great. If not, our competitor's frozen for a little bit. Any merit to that?
I think there's a way to read that and see that as a possibility in all of this. But I mean, how much were we going like Netflix needs to take down Warner Brothers? Like, no, that wasn't something that was a prevalent narrative or storyline before all of this blew up. So I think what they saw is an opportunity to elevate their brand, elevate their reach within the halls of Hollywood. And they went for a massive studio here. Now, I don't think what they're doing, because especially with Paramount launching the hostile takeover bid this morning.
Yeah, we're going to read that in a second. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that what they're doing here is trying to undercut Warner Brothers. I think what they're doing here is trying to announce their presence and that they are growing as a power. I mean, dude, 10, 15 years ago, we were getting DVDs and sleeves at our house.
There would be a major studio.
Yeah, I know, it's massive. So yeah, I mean, there might be an element of truth to that, but I think that's more of an indirect result or intention as opposed to a direct intention.
Right, and well, the point is that what they say is, okay, look, it's not that we don't have an intent to buy it. Of course we do. If we get it, great, but we're prepared that if we don't, our competitor is going to be screwed here for a little bit because they didn't prepare a bid, and you just can't do anything in the meantime. So it's a win-win for us. Right.
I think it was more of a battle with Paramount. They didn't want Paramount to control.
I think that's a lot of it.
Both WB and Skydance control Paramount and WB. That's a massive thing,
But what I also say is massive is that we can agree that this is that bipartisan. You're on the outside of it, but it's a very bipartisan agreement that not a lot of people want this to happen, like the Netflix deal or the Paramount deal in general.
I don't know about bipartisan. I think they're well. How's this? I think it's bipartisan on both sides. I think the Republicans and Democrats.
That's what bipartisan is.
I think. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's bipartisan on both sides. So it isn't like bipartisan for WB to get it. I mean, for Paramount to get it and not Netflix to get it. I think it's
no. I think it's bipartisan that nobody wants anybody to get it.
Right. Nobody wants WB to sell. I think that's the number one. Right. I think that's what you're getting at. I agree with you 100%. I think people prefer if WB didn't sell. But Zaslav was not hired not to sell this thing. He was always hired to sell.
Of course, he was. That was his goal. Yeah,
Paramount just accelerated it by feeling themselves and going for a bid here. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this hostile takeover thing because this is crazy. This jump because we'll see. Here's the story here. Paramount launches a Warner Brothers hostile takeover bid. So David Ellison's Paramount Skydance isn't backing down in its efforts to acquire Warner Brothers. Today, the studio announced has commenced an all-cash tender offer to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery for $30 per share. The proposed transaction is for all of Warner Brothers Discovery, not just the studio and streaming division spinoff, which is what Netflix has entered a binding agreement to acquire for $72 billion, an enterprise value of $82.7 billion. Paramount says its offer equates to an enterprise value of $108.4 billion, including assumption of debt. Announcing the hostile takeover bid, Ellison says in a statement by Variety, Warner Brothers shareholders deserve an opportunity to consider our superior all-cash offer for their shares in the entire company. Our public offer, which is on the same terms we provided to the Warner Brothers Discovery Board of Directors in private, provides superior value and more certain and quicker path to completion. We believe that the WBD Board of Directors is pursuing an inferior proposal which exposes shareholders to a mix of cash and stock and uncertain future trading value of the global networks linear cable business and a challenging regulatory approval process. We are taking our offer directly to shareholders to give them the opportunity to act in their best interest and maximize the value of their shares. Paramount said Warner Bros. Discovery shareholders can find additional information about Paramount's proposal at strongerhollywood.com. According to the press release on that site, the offer is backstopped by Paramount's well-capitalized principal equity holders, the private equity firm Redbird Capital, and $54 billion of debt commitments from Bank of America, Citi, and Apollo Global Management. The release makes no mention of Middle Eastern funds like Saudi Arabia's PIF, which is reportedly on earlier news bids suggested were involved. Is there, again, I guess the same question I asked you about, the theory about them holding out, not holding out, but just putting this in there, going like we're freezing out one of our competitors. Any merit to this, and any chance that Paramount still gets Warner Brothers?
I think there's always a chance because you're dealing with big boys. And as I posted and tweeted out this morning, you're dealing with a lot of money, and you're dealing with money from people who have connections to Trump. And we know Trump said it last night at the Kennedy Center that he is going to approve this thing, whoever gets it, one way or another. And so which is, of course, putting your finger on the scale. I think the Ellisons have an in with Trump. They're apparently reportedly sitting next to him at the Kennedy Center and probably rubbing his knees and everything to make him feel better. And so they want to try to figure this out. But Bloomberg reported over the weekend that Sarandis visited Trump a few weeks ago and started to repair a relationship and make a connection here. So I think the hostile takeover bid is an angry dork, a nepo baby, upset that he didn't get what he wanted, and he's trying to get daddy's money, and all this really questionable money from the PIF fund, from China's 10 cent stuff. Like, there's a lot of corruption involved in this that are backing the Paramount bid. So for all you liberals and progressives and who creators and all of this, just know that this is who you're getting in bed with if you're supporting the Paramount bid. And so this is the stuff that you have to look at here. So I think, yes, they absolutely have a chance because Jared Kushner is the president's son-in-law. He's behind the Paramount bid. He's one of the people behind the Paramount bid. And I think their coziness with Trump is there. But this idea that they are somehow the easier path to acceptance is utter nonsense. And they're pushing that narrative because Sarandis has made it clear. And Trump praised Sarandis yesterday.
Why do you call him Sarandis?
Sarandis, what do you want to say? I don't know how you say his fucking name. Ted, how about that? Teddy.
Call him Ted.
Netflix Ted. They praised Netflix Ted.
Yeah.
And so I think both of them are bigwigs. I think both of them have connections to Trump, and both of them can make it happen because, as has been proven many, many times, Trump likes a winner. He doesn't like to back a loser. So if he thinks Netflix has the winning hand, he will go with Netflix even over the Ellison's Paramount.
Well, there's a continuation to that. And so Trump actually weighed in on the Netflix Warner's deal, and the Ellisons may not get to play their Trump card after all.
Yep.
Trump addressed the proposed Netflix purchase, asked what he thought of the deal. He praised Ted Sarandos, as Trump was saying, and didn't seem committed one way or another about the deal. He said, well, that's got to go through a process, and we'll see what happens. Netflix is a great company. They've done a phenomenal job. Ted is a fantastic man. I have a lot of respect for him, but it's a lot of market share, so we'll see what happens. They have a very big market share, and when they have Warner Brothers, that share goes up a lot. So I don't know. It's going to be for some economists to tell, and I'll be involved in that decision too, but they have a very big market share. The streaming giant proposal included a $5.8 billion breakup fee and promises to maintain Warner Brothers' current operations, including theatrical releases, should the deal get through the heavy regulatory scrutiny it will have to undergo. Asked about Sarandos specifically, Trump confirmed this morning's report that he recently met with the Netflix exec ahead of the deal. He said he came up. He was in the Oval Office last week. I have a lot of respect for him. He's great. He's a great person, but he's done one of the greatest jobs in the history of movies and other things. He's got a lot of interesting things happening aside from what you're talking about, but it's a big market share. There's no question about it. Could be a problem. Trump also confirmed that they had not discussed any potential guarantees in the case of the mega merger. The deal is expected to close in 2026, yada, yada, yada. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this kind of cements what you were just saying.
Yeah.
And I also think it shows why Ted Sarandos is in the position that he is. He's a very, very smart person.
Yes,
he knew. And listen, we are good. If we're going to get this, I'm going to meet with Trump. I'm going to meet with him. I'm going to talk to him.
Business.
We've met him before. It's business. And so now because if he didn't, and he was talking shit about him and all this stuff too, that would have been a very different article that I just read.
Of course.
And you need that because we can all agree Trump is very good in the PR side of things on how to promote things, get things out there. I mean, we know that.
Yeah.
You don't want him not on your side, especially in a deal like this.
Yeah, no, you got to be smart, and it's clear that in my opinion, the man is very corrupt, and he will make the decision. You have to play to him. You have to give him phony medals and phony awards like FIFA did over the weekend just to please his ego. So Sarandos understood that. Whereas past presidents, you haven't had to do that, but here you have to do that with this guy. So Sarandos has made Netflix Ted made the move and went over there and met with him and got that thing squared away. So. And as I said, I think Trump loves a winner. That's why him and Mamdani met each other in his White House, because he won. Mamdani won. And so you see that throughout, that's the kind of guy he is. And the fact that he's complimenting Netflix like this and complimenting Ted like this shows you that he has respect for what Ted has done. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, this is what happened. A young kid came into the situation thinking because he had daddy's money and he had Daddy Trump's attention that he could just bully his way into getting what he wanted. But Ted is a very smart player in Hollywood now, completely outmaneuvered him in every way in this and got the job done. And this idea that he thinks he's going to appeal to the board, Zaslav would be a moron if he hadn't brought this proposal to the board, because this proposal that they're pushing now is essentially the same proposal, and not polled the board and got their true feelings about what the deal is, because the board has to only 20% of the board has to vote against the Netflix deal and call it a hostile takeover bid to stop it. And I would be very surprised that a man as intelligent as David Zaslav did not poll his board honestly and know that the 20% could not be reached, no matter what Paramount.
I don't know. I still wonder what's going to happen down the road here, whether or not, because the two things, the fear of what it means for Netflix to take it over in general, what could happen for theatrical, and those things could play a part in this. But the other thing I think that to me made sense of why Paramount was going to get it over Netflix was what they mentioned, and that was, we are making a bid for the whole kit and caboodle,
right? Not
just this messy thing of, well, we'll take this, but you take that and sell that down the line. And what I think that the Ellisons are doing that is smart, if you're going to continue to try to do this, they're going straight to the shareholders. And I think it's smart. I think it's like, okay, listen,
smart.
Smart. Yes. Whatever. Yeah. It's better to be smart and desperate than to be stupid and desperate. And if you're going to be smart, I mean, you're going to be desperate because you want to get this thing and you need it for your business to survive. They need this. They need this entity in order for them to really be a player. Because it'll be Disney versus Netflix, and Paramount will be like, oh, what do I do? Because if Paramount would have got it, it would have been a 3-headed race, because Amazon and Apple are just F you money. They can do whatever they want.
Right.
But the three and not that Netflix doesn't, but it's three actually studios making movies. You would have had those three really battling it out for each other. But now it's just going to be a 2-headed race. So by them going straight to the shareholders, and they go, look, they made a decision that clearly we're showing you on paper doesn't make as much sense for you. I think there's going to be a lot of shareholders that go, you're making a good point. I think there's going to be a lot of shareholders that say that.
I think they've already seen the proposal, and I think they've already voted on the proposal. That's what I think. I'm not discounting that could be like a few stragglers that say they don't. Oh, I didn't see it that way. I think because they've been reporting it this morning that the proposal that Paramount is putting out there is the exact same proposal that the board turned down just a few days ago, and with the exact same money. They just think that Netflix is a more viable situation going forward, which is what's been reported that the board believes for the most part. They think that's a more viable situation than the Paramount situation. Because to me, Kristian, you know this, if someone's this desperate to be with you, it's a little weird. When someone comes at you with a bit of a stronger proposal, more of a bigger plan, a future plan, it's like, okay, I can see that. I can maybe get on board with that. But if someone's like, look, you're doing something stupid. Why are you doing this? You should be with me. I'm better. I have more money. I can do this. You just go, you seem a little desperate. And right now,
I get it, but
desperate. You know?
I understand they are desperate. I understand their desperation. Yes. Like it goes back to what you were saying before. It's like, I think, and I'm one of those people, and I said it. I definitely ate crow when they announced Netflix, because I was convinced that Paramount would get it.
So were they. So were they, Paramount.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So, and that's what I mean is that they had, okay, look, we're getting the UFC where Skydance is buying Paramount. We're making this play. That was the road, and it was a good road. It
Right.
just, there was the Netflix blocked the road
Because Netflix outmaneuvered them. So smart.
Outmaneuvered them.
Yeah.
And they've been outmaneuvering everyone in this business for the last 10 years.
I know.
That's why Ted Sarandos. That's why we look. I'll call Zoloft all day long, right? I won't let Ted Sarandos' name be mispronounced.
No,
he's a
you're
genius.
Right.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
He is.
And he makes moves. Like you said, it was DVDs, and now he just bought Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
He knows what the public want. Not you people in the tiny Hollywood bubble. He knows what the public wants, and the public wants access to this stuff quicker. The public, for the most part, is not in love with movie theaters anymore that they were in years past. And it's a shame. Look, I lament the death of movies. I love movies. The greatest experiences in movie theaters. But Ted understands this. It's why he was able to destroy Blockbuster.
And he's got the balls to say it. And he's got the balls to say it.
He knows the theatrical window is closed. He knows that opening weekend, second weekend, third weekend, that's where you make majority of your money, 90% of your money. Everything.
True. I saw a lot of our colleagues and people I really respect getting so up in arms about the thing that he said, and I'm like, oh really, Ted? Look at this! And they showed a picture of like a Nolan movie in IMAX. It's like you're bringing out one experience,
exactly.
As opposed, it's like
nuts.
Yeah, it's like you can, even if you showed 10 movies that look good on the theater.
Yeah,
how many movies are made per year? And how many people don't go to the movies to see all of these movies? He's not talking about the 10 movies that look good in IMAX. He's talking about movies.
If you have sex 30 days a month and you do it once every month, you're not a great guy. You don't make a great love. You're
not a porn star. You're not a porn star.
You're not a porn star. You occasionally make great love. The other 29 days, the other person's got to deal with you not being good at what you do. So that's the truth of the situation. You can't point to and some people brought up, look at Kill Bill, it was sold out. That's an event movie. It's not going to be out for the next 4 months.
He's not saying that nobody like that movies in general aren't still, like, people clearly, whether it's Avatar or anything too, there are times that people like to go to the movies to see things on screen.
Absolutely.
It will always be there but you can't argue that it was diminished. And you can make the argument that because of streaming has given people the comfortability and television technology has given people the ability to say, okay, you know what? I would rather listen to my surround sound and watch my 70-inch television and watch it, than to sit down and watch some asshole with his feet up and on his phone and talking about this, like, nope, and $75 popcorn. I'm like, for a movie and this is the point I made the other day, John, that I know you agree with me on, but just to reiterate it, what people don't understand is that, let's say Netflix right now is what, $22 a month or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So even if it turns out that it's $40 a month, okay, once they get Warner Brothers, $40 a month. So what it allows you to do, you turn on a movie, let's say you turn on that Catherine Bigelow movie, and you hate it. Right?
House of Dynamite,
You turn off House of Dynamite after an hour. But right afterwards, you turn on Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah.
And you want, or 5, and you watch season 5, you watch those 4. You've already spent the money. Because if you went to the theater to see a movie, you can't just turn on the next thing without spending money.
Yeah.
You already subscribed. You're spending this money per month as opposed to the ticket sale plus the popcorn and everything else too. And I saw someone else again tweet the same thing, like, you don't have to spend money on the popcorn. Yeah, but that's part of the theater experience.
Yeah, of course. That's not.
I can't stand that argument. You don't need to buy concessions. It's like, but that's the point of the thing is that, and I'm also not judging theaters I'm not judging theaters for charging that money.
But it's because of the studios. The studios are taking more of the first opening weekend and second weekend box office gross. The theaters have to pay rent, so they have to increase refreshment prices when people are mostly in theaters, which is opening weekend and movies, so that they can pay their rents and stay open. But that is all happening because studios have decided to strong arm movie theaters and take more of the ticket sales than they have in the past. So people want to operate like this thing is in a vacuum, and there are so many moving parts to this. It's absolutely an octopus with 8 different legs. There's so much involved in what's going on here, and they just want to go Netflix bad, Paramount good, and it's like there's so much more complexity to this than some of my colleagues and our colleagues believe. They get caught in playing the populist game of like, well, I love movie theaters.
It's the bubble. It's the bubble.
It's so frustrating to see that because I don't know how many of them really believe this and how many of them are playing to their subscribers. And
I don't know. I don't know. There's quite a few people that I saw that I think are the ones that I saw very genuine and movie fanatics and cinephiles and just people who generally just want to protect the movie experience. And I applaud them for it. But I think that they're living outside of what you said. Like most people that aren't in the bubble, they're not standing there with their sword like Jon Snow protecting the theater. They're going, I would much rather just be on my couch right now, being able to watch whatever. Someone said like it could be $60 soon. It's still, if you equate it, right? If you go and you see a movie with your family, for one experience in the movie theater, and you spend, let's say it's you, your significant other, and your 2 kids. Let's just say that. You've already spent around $45 to $55 on the tickets alone. Not including the concessions, parking, any of that stuff. Let's call it an $85 experience for that night. For one movie. As opposed to, you don't even know if
it's going to be good.
Right. As opposed to $59.99. And you've decided that's your platform now. You can watch all Game of Thrones if you missed it. You can watch The Sopranos if you missed it. You can watch the DCU if you want to. You can watch whatever you want to watch now, and you can do it in a month time, and you still spent way less than you would have that night.
This is the argument I've had, and you know this since the Collider days. Like people talk about we need to preserve this, we need to preserve that, but don't charge me too much. I can't afford. Like what is you spend? I guarantee you, most people spend $40 to $50 on Starbucks a month when they go to the and what do? Shit that out within 3 hours. And so you're going to tell me that the incredible amount of content that would be on a Netflix, Warner Brothers subscription streaming service isn't worth $60? I would say yes. The amount of
people don't understand it. I saw somebody in the comments, I ain't paying no $60 for streaming. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you have, and the answer might be no. But if you already are paying for HBO Max right now and Netflix,
at 20,
right there, that's probably like close to 40.
And then Disney, you add that, it's and look, they have bundles right now. All these streaming services have bundles that they offer that makes it cheaper per month. And so that will happen with this situation.
Yeah, so there's a lot there, and we ain't done yet. We got more to talk about for sure, but. In the meantime, make sure you comment, click like. If you haven't subscribed to the Clips channel, please do that. We put all these clips from the show up, and we'll be doing that today. So I got to tell you, look, it's the holiday season. I've been raving about Raycon. I've been raving about them. I love them. I just got my little one some Raycons. They're so good. And then Aura frames. I'll give you 2 options. Then we'll be right back. This message is sponsored by Raycon. I am living in a Raycon world now, man. Everywhere I go, the gym, walking the dog, Subway. My little one, I just gave her Raycons, and she is digging it. If you're looking for a holiday gift, I've been using Raycon's Essential Open Earbuds like every day, everywhere I go. They're so good. For me, I love that I can play music and still hear what's going on around me. That is one of the key things. You're so locked in, but you still can have access to the world, and it doesn't. Your safety is still good. Right now, the good thing about Raycon, they're up to 20% off for the holidays, so definitely grab them while you can. Regular earbuds block out everything. You can't hear someone if they're calling your name, there's a car honking, anything. These Raycons, once they sit just outside your ear canal, so you get really clear sound, but you can actually hear what's happening around you too. This is why I gave my little one these. She loves to listen to her music, but if I need to say, hey, Z, and she can hear me, but she can still listen to her music. Raycon has over 3 million customers, and the sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive brands. They're half the price because they're not paying for celebrity endorsements and all their retail markup stuff. If you don't like them, the best part, 30-day guarantee. There's an open ear design. There's a multi-angular hook. It's lightweight, multi-point connection, 36 hours of battery. That's what I love about it. I'm telling you, I love these things. I have the New York Yankee ones, and I use them religiously. Now, the ones I got for my little one, the Essential Open Earbuds, they are here for the holiday season, and they are selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. You have to go to buyraycon.com/Kristian Open to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. You got to order by December 15th, guarantee delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late. This is one you're going to get. And everybody who's been getting them so far is saying, you're right, Raycon's did. Shiz. Can I say that? I just did, I guess. All right, I'm so excited to find new gifts for people in the holiday season. And I know people are looking for gifts. They're running around right now. I get it. You're like, what am I going to get for somebody that I know that they're going to like? It's stressful. Trust me. I got it. Aura Frames. It is the one that you're going to get for somebody, and you're going to feel like, oh, they really thought about me when they got this. I have a problem when it comes to searching for my mom. What is she going to like? I don't know. And I'm like, you know what? Getting her a frame. She's going to love it. She's got so many great pictures from the past and things she could use. It's amazing. So here's the beauty about it. You can upload unlimited photos and videos to this thing. You just have to download the Aura app, and it connects right to the Wi-Fi. You can preload the photos before they ship out. You can personalize your gift. You want to put a message in there. It's amazing. You can share photos and videos, no problem whatsoever. You can go right from your phone, and it's all year round. And there's a gift box included. That's pretty cool, too. Every frame that comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. So for a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift. You got to visit auraframes.com. You're going to get $35 off of Aura's best-selling Carver matte frame. It's named #1 by Wirecutter. You got to use the code, though, Kristian, at checkout. That is auraframes.com. Promo code Kristian. Now, this deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames do sell out real fast. So if you order yours now to get in time for the holidays, you're going to appreciate it. Support the show by mentioning us at the checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Thank you to Aura Frames. Thank you to Raycon. Thank you to people who've been watching this show every day and not realizing we do 2 ads back to back. Thank you so much.
It's the shiz.
Yeah, shiznit.
I've
been giving people options too to get some good stuff. So hopefully people got their stuff.
On it.
Yeah. You get deals, man. You got to get these deals now. Okay, so one of the other things, though, is that kept coming up, especially in our space, is the James Gunn side of it.
Hey.
Right? What is going down with James Gunn and Safran? And so there is a little bit of an answer, and that answer is that the deal has been extended to 2027.
Yeah.
Does that mean they're completely safe? Hold your popcorn. DC Studios chief James Gunn, Peter Safran have addressed the future of their involvement of DC and Warner Brothers following Thursday night's news of Netflix. In a Bloomberg profile piece, the pair revealed that their contracts were originally for 4 years, ending in October 2026. Now they revealed that those deals have been extended and now due to expire in spring of 2027. David Zaslav, who confirms in the piece, he appointed the pair after reading Gunn's script for Superman, had nothing but praise for the pair in the piece. The work of James and Peter, the creative vision, it's compelling, a great economic return. There's no storytelling content that we have that provides a bigger palette than DC, and there's nobody around right now who can tell these stories with the same imagination and excitement. The piece also says the pair are not letting larger corporation goings on alter their plans, and Gunn says theatrical releases are incredibly important for the studio's output. The communal theatrical experience is something that is incredibly important and remarkably well suited to our big spectacle films. Next effort from the DC universe is Supergirl, with word this weekend that the first trailer for the movie is slated to debut online this coming Thursday. Gunn also addressed the delays with DCU's Batman, the Brave and the Bold film, saying it takes time because if you're going to make a Batman movie, it better be effing awesome. Okay, I think, John, that there's a lot of answers here, though. You don't. All right. Well, you know what? Before I even give my opinion, what do you make of all this?
No. You give your opinion, because you know me. I have my James Gunn decoder ring on, and so I want to hear. You go ahead, brother.
But I don't think he really did anything here decoder wise. I think like if you look at it business wise, like first of all, if you're
Yeah.
if you're either whether you're Sarandos or you're Zaslav, you go, okay, look, we've got this. We've got Supergirl coming out. We have Lanterns that's coming out. We've got Clayface coming out, and then we're gonna have Mana Tomorrow coming out, right?
Yeah.
All of that lands within the 2027 landscape, like leading into. The other thing that is not going to happen is an approval and a sale of this company until late 2026, early 2027.
Right.
So during that time, why be on the fence of like, what the hell are we going to do with this? We have no idea what we're going to do. You're still running an operation. You're still doing the things that you're doing. You're still running properties. So why wouldn't you extend it? What it also allows them to do and tells Zaslav to say is like, okay, look, here's the deal. You've got until this thing's probably going through at Netflix. If it does, it's going to probably hit in the early 2027.
Yeah.
You'll have enough game tape to either say to Sarandos, hey, we're on a roll here.
Yeah.
Extend this for 2 more years now with you guys, or here's what we got. Good luck to you. Once you guys really acquire it, we're out.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I think that's the number one thing, what you just said, that last line. It's that this is, and I'm sure James Gunn said the same thing. I don't know what's going to happen with who's going to get Warner Brothers. So only extend me to 2027. Like, I'm sure he was like, don't give me another 5 years or 6 years. Give me till 2027, because I don't know if I'm going to want to work for the person who is going to take over the studio, whether it be Sarandos or whether it be Sarandos or whatever you want to say, whatever it be him or Ellison. And so now at least I can finish my vision of the Superman saga. Gods and monsters, that's all out the window. It's not happening. But the Superman saga, I can at least finish before I have to leave, if I have to leave. And if I don't, and I like who I'm working for, then I will happily extend for longer so I can tell more stories within the DC universe. So I agree with you. It's smart. It's brand smart brand management.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you do finish it and you're good, then you basically have carte blanche to go anywhere, aka Star Wars, and take over an entire franchise. And you have a track record, as you said so well, as Kristian. You have game tape to show what you can do running a massive franchise. So,
yeah, well, why
I agree.
And if you're Warner Brothers, why in the world would you want to have to go find somebody else to run a pre-established thing before your sale even happens? So let's play it where, okay,
I agree 100%.
He leaves. Okay, you know what? We're not extending your contract. The sale hasn't gone through though. Well, who's running this other stuff? Well, he's still a producer on it, but the other stuff, even though Supergirl really did well, and it's kind of up in the air now, and it's chaotic. It's like, don't make it chaotic. Just give them an extra year. And that's exactly what they did. It made a lot of sense to do it. Now,
I agree.
The question will be when we get there, the microscope, especially whether it's Sarandos and everybody else, they're gonna go, okay, Supergirl, what you got? You know, what do you got, Clayface? Even though you cost whatever it is, what do you got? And the same thing. Okay, Man of Steel, part 2 or whatever. Not Man of Steel, but Man of Tomorrow. What do you got? That's what is now. Now you're really now the pressure is on. And if the hostile takeover does happen, it still puts you in that position where, let's say Paramount does wind up getting it somehow. Okay,
right.
What it allows you to do now, because especially even if they do wind up getting it somehow, they're gonna have to go through so much legal stuff that ain't gonna happen until 2027 anyway. If they get it, so you still got the game tape. Because if you come in and let's say Man of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Lanterns, they all crush, and then the Ellisons get it and get rid of Gunn after all this, then just going to be the DC fans are going to revolt against your new brand right away.
True.
So you're allowing it to build and improve. Now, again, the other side of it is both Paramount and Netflix, with Netflix obviously being the one everyone's talking about, is that if those don't perform and they eat it, and it turns into, this, it just isn't working, then you might not get your contract renewed.
Right.
Yeah.
What it does bring into question, I bring out the decoder ring for this last comment. That's what I meant, is if you're going to make a Batman movie, it better be effing awesome.
Okay.
Look, you're delaying it because of the Batman Part 2, and you're not ready to commit to anything outside of the Batman Part 2. Not yet. Muschetti's not going to direct this thing, as I've said. And so I think they're still working
Even
on
with the success of it now, you think?
yeah. I think still, yes.
Doing a damn
Because,
good job on that TV show. He really
well,
is.
the 2 episodes he directed were good, but what was the big complaint about
He
those
did the
2
third one, the CGI, yes, but he did
CGI,
he did the
which is the problem with Flash. So
I'm with
here's the
those
problem.
complaints, but the last episode that just aired last night,
Yeah,
he directed,
okay,
and he did not overdo it with the CGI.
yeah,
He didn't.
so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. And look, it could be possible that this series is making Gunn take a second look at him and may put him back on board. But all the signs have been very clear that Muschietti is not involved with this anymore. He's taking other jobs. They're freezing him out of the script process.
Right.
And so those are all evidence. Come on.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't think he's going to do it either. I'm
talking to other people who've been saying you're ridiculous for saying that.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, when you look at this situation, I think he's kicking the ball down the field as far as he can go. Because look, if the contract's only until 2027, we're in 2025 now, Kristian. They're not going to shoot a Wonder Woman movie and a Batman movie and have this thing out by 2027. So to me, I think he's pushing this thing as far out as he can go, and until he has to absolutely start doing it and committing to it.
I would, if I'm him though, dude, if I'm him, right around next year, like mid 2026, I start putting it together. Like I start putting that movie together, and I start putting
guarantee you'll even get to finish it.
I know, but that's what I'm saying though, is that if you put together, but you've got to put together the right package and get people excited about it. Now, if you put together a package, no one's excited about it, they probably just, disappear like a fart in the wind. But if you put together a package that people really get excited about, and then your contract stuff is coming up, and then it's like, okay, well, what are we doing with this movie? It's like, good luck to it. Do whatever you're going to do. I don't know. So there's a lot to it.
Yeah. Because it's not like Kathleen. Like Kathleen, if that Kinberg trilogy comes off, which I don't even know if it will, she being attached executive producer, she can stay on after she steps down, right? That's not it. There's no animosity there.
Right.
But I think politically, Gunn and Ellison don't line up. And so that could be an issue for Gunn down the road. After 2027, he's going to have to promote and work with Ellison and promote that.
But that's if Ellison's on it. But that's with Netflix. Right. You're saying Paramount gets it. Yeah,
exactly. But I think with Netflix, that's a much easier sell.
Right.
I don't think it's a much easier sell with Ellison. So
maybe not. I don't know. Either way, as I said last week, and as we keep saying, this story, as Frank Stallone says, is far from over. What do you guys make of it? What do you think about the contract? Do you think it makes sense to extend? Put your thoughts in there. All right, John, we got it last week. You and Mike had a good run, but Chris Carr came in swinging hot at the end there. But yes,
what's 15, the magic formula? Chris Carr, man,
she was great. There's a 15 you got right now. 15.
Come on, guys.
We got to see if we can hit a hundo before we sign off today. But yeah, that's only 2 of the stories so far. 2 of the stories, and we got more. What we always cover on Mondays, and rightfully so, especially right now, is the box office, right? And once again, the box office has shown that numbers don't mean dick as far as projections go. Because I think they said that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was projected to make like 25 million or something.
To make nothing. Yes.
Nothing. Well, it said, shut up and don't listen because our fan base is going to watch it. And that's exactly what happened. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, it surges at the box office going into the weekend projections for Five Nights at Freddy's. Sequels were the numbers weren't good. The title's directed to land around 35-40. I read 25 at one point, just under half of the debut, and that film was impacted by being launched on Peacock. Not the case here. Universal and Blumhouse will be sighing with relief as actual grosses for the film indicate it made 63 million. We'll go into the actual numbers in just a second. Still down in the first, but not so drastically. An excellent result from a PG-13 horror movie. It's the biggest opening for a post-Thanksgiving theatrical release, coming ahead of the Last Samurai with 24.2 and Star Trek with 18. It's also the biggest December horror opening, December Universal opening, and PG-13 horror film in 2025. Overseas, the film also pulled in a further 46, bringing it up to 109. All right, let's Zootopia 2, Wicked. Let me get into the action. I'm going to bring up Box Office Mojo. I like looking at the numbers here. And there it is. So Five Nights at Freddy's, 63 million, made 109 worldwide so far. Zootopia 2 is a big number, 43, and made 915 already in 2 weeks.
Woof.
Huge. Easily $1 billion movie, if not more. Wicked for Good at 440. It's kind of on par with the original. Jujutsu, I don't know what this is. Kaizen Execution. This is anime at 40 million. These you don't count out the anime movies. You just can't. And Now You See Me Now You Don't with 209 million so far. Okay, so the news once again is that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has a massive fan base, and they'll continue to make these movies because their fan base is tremendous. I tell you though, what's funny is I really know about the lore and everything too because my oldest is obsessed with these books and the games, obsessed. And I saw the movie, and I thought the first movie I saw, it's fine, it's fun. I thought the second movie was terrible. I thought that the writing was awful. I thought that they lost the kind of special things that were supposed to be from what the stuff that my daughter told me about in the lore. I was like, where's that stuff? And my daughter was like, she asked me to spoil some of the stuff for her. And I was telling her, she's like, oh my gosh, she was getting so mad as a fan. She's like, they did this, they did that. Oh my God, why? She's like, I don't really want to see this anymore. They did that. Why did they do that? And she couldn't believe that something. She's like, who's the villain in it? And I told her who the villain is, and she told me like more about they completely. And what's interesting is that the creator is like a screenwriter on it.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter because people went and they saw it and did well, and the audience supported it, and they want to see more of it. But the projection is what kind of makes me go like this because it was so off on what it did. How does that happen?
I think it's a matter of not understanding the younger generation. And we've seen this before. And I mean, nobody saw a Minecraft movie making the money it made, especially because the initial critics were just destroyed the film, the ones that weren't, kind of there for the premiere. And so you saw that clearly that there was a situation where they underestimated as well. And I think it's because a lot of these box office prognosticators are older people and they don't really get what young people are into. They're not as aligned up with stuff that's going on like TikTok and the social media sites and these kinds of things. And so when the film comes out and it explodes, they're like, well, how did this happen? What a surprise. And it's like, no, young people vote with their money and with their attendance to certain things, not across the board, just certain things. And so it's unpredictable. And so I was happily surprised to see it do well, but I agree with you. It's not a good movie. And at the end of the day, I wonder if this will have.
You saw it?
Yeah. I ended up seeing it. I wonder if it will have the same amount of, traction as the first one did, or if it'll fall apart before it meets the numbers of
is it on Peacock already?
Yeah, no, not yet. It debuted like $17 million less than the first one because the first one debuted at 80 million.
I think the audience the difference with like say Zootopia 2 and this is that the audience that went to see this movie, you're going to see a huge drop off in week 2.
Yes,
huge. You're not going to see a huge drop off in Zootopia because I've said this so many times that I turning blue in the face. When you give kids something to watch and it's good during the holidays, there's no other competition for this movie.
Right.
2 weeks, it's already almost made $1 billion. It'll cross $1 billion this week before it even hits this weekend. This movie is a massive hit. It's huge. It destroyed Wicked. People are wondering if it's going to be like Wicked or Zootopia. It wasn't even a contest. It was an absolute destruction. The thing, and it's probably going to be the biggest movie of the year outside of Avatar.
Yeah, I think Wicked is pretty much done now. I don't think it's going to come close to the $700 and something million that it did. The first one did because the reviews have not been great. The word of mouth has not been that great for the people who saw it as well. And this morning we saw Kristian was not nominated for a Golden Globe in a category built for it to be nominated in comedy or music.
Right.
There are not that many musicals that came out this year. And so it didn't even get nominated in that. So to me, it's very clear that that film is not going to hit the heights that the first one did. And now with Utopia coming in and Avatar next week, forget it. No one's going to go see Wicked in the numbers that they need to hit that 700.
No, it's done. It's done the kind of business that it's going to do. It's like to me the story is Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and Zootopia, right? Like because anime is very similar to Five Nights at Freddy's, and we're like, you're going to capture your audience. The thing is that anime, and I can tell you that just from watching the Demon Slayer stuff, has a very dedicated audience, and they've been doing a very smart thing now. They're putting more and more of these things in the theater, and the audience shows up. And this is why the argument then goes against to what we're talking about with some of our colleagues is that you put those movies in the theater, the fan base will show up for it for at least week 1 and week 2 because they want
Yeah.
to see it in the big screen. They want to have some fun with it, but they're also going to watch it at home on the streaming platform also because that's just they'll watch it over and over and over and over again. That's why those special events and those other things, and that's why those have kind of reemerged as something like they're re-releasing the 77 the New Hope. But the unedited the original.
Yeah,
which I'm going to see that.
Yeah, 100%.
Hell yeah. I can't wait to see that. So like stuff like that, there's just things that will never go in the theater. But anyway, the box office, anything else that really surprised you? I mean, again, next week, what comes? Is it Avatar next week?
Avatar's next week. Yeah.
When's the embargo for the review drop?
The 16th.
16th. Okay. Because we have a well, it's funny because I saw you're out of the theater and I understand your reaction 100% because like as I said in the beginning, I feel that the fans of it, because there's a lot of similar beats. There's a lot of similar beats. There's a lot of similar beats. Like there's like 5 beats from the second movie. I mean, like there are. But I just love being in that world so much. Whereas where you're like, the visuals can only do so much for me. And,
that's what I know. I mean,
and I agree with you. But I'll go back. I'll watch 15 of those movies.
I know. And you're the people that are relying on it. And I in no way am going to fault anybody who it's the things. People come for me for my love of Transformers movies, but everyone's got a franchise that they love that to me that doesn't do great movies. And I think Avatar, the last one wasn't that great. I think this one
I love those
isn't that great. And I think the same thing with Jurassic World movies, but there are people who defend those things. So
put those in the same sentence.
They're all 3 of them are in the same sentence.
No, that's crazy talk. Anyway, it's crazy talk. So
it's all visuals distracting you from really weak stories.
It's actually emotion and anyway, well, it's another debate for another time. But the box office is here. But I don't think John and I will be on separate pages. That we think Avatar will clean up and destroy.
100%.
Be the number one. I think it'll be Avatar, then Zootopia, then Freddy's. So we'll see. Put your thoughts in it. Did you see those movies? What did you think about them? What did you go to the movies? What was the last thing you saw in the theater? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right. We'll probably try to, I don't necessarily wrap up this last story because it's gonna kind of go longer because there's 2 nominations that kind of came out over the weekend. It was a Critics' Choice and the Globes. Globes dropped this morning. So we'll start with the Globes because and if you look at the Globes nomination, look at the Critics' Choice nominations, there are so like it just kind of confirms what you and I've been saying. This is such an unpredictable season. It's so unpredictable because the one thing is that there are some people that are nominated, and this is what Golden Globes allows you to do, is that by doing a drama category and then a comedy category, and most of the comedies aren't even comedies. I think that what's the one that oh my God, Amanda Seyfried was in, right? She was just in that movie. Yeah, she was in that movie, the one that she got nominated. She's been nominated, but it's not a comedy.
The Testament of Anne Lee. Yeah,
it's not a comedy.
No, it's kind of a dark comedy, but
kind of.
I know.
Yeah, right. So we'll get into that. But here are the Golden Globes. Let's get into the Golden Globe stuff. And there's stuff that will be, and some things that were nominated that were not nominated in Critics' Choice. So we'll go into that. So here are some of the nominations in general here. And here are the nominations for the Golden Globes. Sometimes these are ones that can say, okay, well, the Oscars will be there, but Best Motion Picture for a drama, Frankenstein, Hamnet, It Was Just an Accident, Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy, Blue Moon, Begonia, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, Develop Big, and One Battle After Another. Best Motion Picture Animated, Arco, Demon Slayer, Ilio, K-Pop, Demon Hunters, Little Amelia, and Zootopia 2. It's funny because the one that was not nominated in this one, that was nominated in Critics' Choice was In Your Dreams.
Oh, yeah, right. The Netflix one. Yes.
Yeah. Now, this is interesting. Cinematic and box office achievement. How was Avatar Fire and Ash nominated? It hasn't even come out yet. How is it nominated? Well, it hasn't even come out. How is it nominated for box office achievement? So if it comes out and it eats it, does it still get nominated? How's that work? Mission Impossible Final Reckoning didn't even do that great in the theater.
I know. It just, again, the Golden Globes are just
it's who we want to come to the party.
Listen, I'd love to work for the Golden Globes because I hear they offer a 6-figure salary just to watch movies all year. But
That's
like,
amazing.
you also have to co-sign ridiculous shit like this if you join.
This is insane. Cinematic box office achievement. K-pop Demon Hunters was in the theater for like 2 weeks.
I know. This is all just
insane.
playing to the public.
Yeah, Sinners, Weapons, Wicked for Good, Zootopia 2. Okay, Zootopia 2 should win. Right now, depending on what happens to Avatar. Best motion picture non-English language. It was just an accident. No other choice. The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sirat, and the voice of Ian Rajab. Best performance by female actor in a motion picture drama. Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Jennifer Lawrence, Time I Love. Renata Renese, I've said that wrong. In Sentimental Value. Julia Roberts, After the Hunt.
Hey.
Tessa Thompson, Hedda, and Eva Victory, Sorry Baby. Now, this is male actor in a motion picture drama. Joel Edgerton, Train Dreams, Oscar Isaac, Frankenstein. Dwayne Johnson, Smashing Machine. Hey. Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. Wade Jamura, Secret Agent, and Jeremy Allen White for Springsteen. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture. Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Now, I've seen that. I don't really find that to be a comedy.
You and Jeff both? Yes.
Cynthia Erivo, Wicked for Good, an actual musical. Okay. She was not nominated for Critics' Choice, by the way. Kate Hudson, Song Blue. Chase Infinity, One Battle After Another. I know there's comedic moments in One Battle After Another. I wouldn't call that a comedy. Amanda Seyfried, Testament of Van Lee, wouldn't call it a comedy. And Emma Stone, Begonia, maybe. Best performance by a male actor in motion picture, musical or comedy. Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme. George Clooney, Jay Kelly. Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another. Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon. Lee Byung-hun, No Other Choice. And Jesse Plemons, Begonia. Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. Emily Blunt, Smashing Machine. Ella Fanning, Sentimental Value. Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good. Igna Ibsadar Lilias, and no way I got that right, Sentimental Value. And Amy Madigan, Weapons. Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another. Best performance by a male actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. Benicio del Toro. I love that he's been nominated by both Critics' Choice and Golden Globe. I didn't think he would. I'm glad that he did. Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein. Paul Mescal, Hamnet. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. Adam Sandler, Jay Kelly. Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. Best Director, Paul Thomas Anderson. Ryan Coogler, Guillermo del Toro. Jafar Ben-Hadi for It Was Just an Accident. Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value. And Chloe Zhao, Hamnet. Best Screenplay. You can see all those there. Best Television Series, Diplomat, Pitt, Severance, Slow Horses, White Lotus. Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy, Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This. Best Television. You know, there was one that I want to get to that I thought was interesting. Where was it? Do they have it? They have a podcasting now.
Oh,
I
God.
don't have it there. There's Best Podcast. And it showed a little bit of there was no, like Joe Rogan wasn't nominated.
Of course not.
Come on. I mean, you can't take that serious because regardless if he should win or not, you can't take that serious if the guy, the number one podcast, isn't even nominated. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It was Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. Call Her Daddy with the Alex Cooper one. Could Hang with Amy Poehler, the Mel Robbins podcast, which
right. They're catering to
up first, and it's catering. Basically, if you're famous and you have a podcast, you get to qualify.
Well, yeah, but and align politically with them.
Yes, exactly. Because I would put my podcast up against the Cinephiles, up against any of those fucking podcasts. We do a better show.
I mean, come on. It's like how you not nominate Joe Rogan? I mean, if you're gonna do, you can't. You can't. All right, let's see. So the other thing I want to bring up here is the Critics' Choice, real quick.
Yeah.
So a couple things here. Now, this is we have
full disclosure, right? We both voted in this.
Yeah.
Full disclosure. We'll say it from the beginning.
Well, we're not vote. I mean, nominated.
Yeah, nominated. We vote for these nominations. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to. I want to get to all of the.
It doesn't mean that like everything that's been nominated was something that we nominated.
No. I mean, there was quite a few that I put that did not get nominations. And all right. So Best Picture in Critics' Choice.
Will you please help Superman hate? Someone start a fund for his Roca derangement syndrome. He's coming in here the whole show crying about me lying about everything. This poor, sad child whose parents did not raise him correctly.
Why? You're addressing it. You're addressing it.
Yeah, I'm addressing it because after a while, you just go, you know what?
We
have to. There you go. Thank you so much.
All right.
I wish him the best of luck. Get some therapy. Go ahead.
All right. So Best Picture: Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, One Bell After Another, Sentimental Value.
You're not moving the thing up.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. Wait a minute. It's down here.
There we go.
Okay. Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Dreams, Wicked for Good. I could move Wicked for Good out of there, but I think that everything else for Best Picture, I think that they've done pretty good. I would have liked to. There's no world that it would have made it in there, but I would have loved to have seen Roofman put in there.
Yeah. I think Wicked for Good being there is ridiculous.
It shouldn't be in there. Best Director: Paul Thomas Anderson, Ryan Coogler, Del Toro, Safdie, Joaquin Trier, and Chloe Zhao. I think all of those are very good choices.
100%. I have no complaints on any of these. Yeah.
Actor: Timothy Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joel Edgerton, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, Wagner Moura. Again, I think those are pretty good choices.
Yes.
Overall. You know where I'm going to go here in this one. Actress: Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Chase Infinity, Renee Renis, Amanda Seyfried, and Emma Stone. Now, there's two things that I would hear. Like, I don't know if there has been a bigger advocate for Chase Infinity than me.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a supporting actress.
I agree 100%. It's a supporting actress.
I think she's in it enough. I think she's in the second half strongly, but I do not think it's a leading performance. I think that so that is taking a spot away. And I also I did see The Testament of Anne Lee, which I don't think is a comedy, but that's not here. And I still think that Julia Roberts was stronger than Amanda Seyfried. Now, I don't think Julia Roberts should win.
Right.
I think Jessie Buckley is the clear favorite and should win. But I don't think Seyfried, and I don't think that Chase Infinity should be here. Now, I do think she should be in supporting actress.
Right. It's weird. I mean, because and I have to look at it. Like, I don't want to remove a black actress, the only black actress in the whole list, to move another white actress in there.
But what does it matter if it's a performance?
Well, it matters to me. But I think you're 100% right that Julia Roberts deserve to be nominated, and I think Chase is a supporting actress in that film. 100%. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So supporting actor: Benicio gets the nod. Jacob Elordi, Paul Mescal, Sean Penn, Adam Sandler, and Stellan Skarsgård. Again, I think these are all great choices.
Yeah,
I will tell you that I think because Del Toro is in there,
yeah,
it might hurt Sean Penn's chances. I still think he's going to win.
Yeah. I feel like the Oscars have to choose one or the other. Like, this is Critics' Choice, so it's fun to throw them in there, but the Oscars have to choose either Del Toro or Sean Penn. You put them both in there, you're killing their chances.
But I think it gives Paul Mescal a shot.
Yeah, which I don't know if he should have been nominated.
He was real good.
He was good.
I thought he was pretty damn good. I would say that, and I thought Adam Sandler was pretty damn good too.
He is great. I love Adam when he does that kind of
real. Yeah, me too.
But I would probably move him out. Not Adam, the other guy.
Oh, Mescal.
I'd probably move Mescal out for Jacob Elordi, because I thought Elordi was amazing in Frankenstein.
Isn't Elordi in there? He's in there.
No. Oh, sorry, he is. Sorry about that.
Elordi's in there.
Who would I move Mescal? I'd move Mescal out for somebody.
Okay. Who'd you move in?
I don't know. Let me think. Okay, so move on.
You just want to get rid of him? Just to get rid of him?
I think there's a better performance. I can't think of it right now.
All right. Supporting actress: Elle Fanning, Ariana Grande. Oh, and by the way, when you mentioned in Best Actress, Cynthia Erivo not mentioned in Best Actress.
I'm not really that surprised by that.
Yeah, me either. Ariana Grande, Igna Ibsar Lilius, Amy Madigan. I know you've been championing for her.
Here it is. Delroy Lindo in Sinners. I would have moved him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was pretty damn good.
He was amazing in
Sinners. He was pretty damn good. Original screenplay. Okay, but those are the main ones.
Yeah,
I think they're, and then the young performers and things. So anyway. So out of those that land, to me, like I said, I think that, but what I will say, as much as I do think that Roberts was better than the ones that I mentioned, I think she was nominated for the Golden Globe for two reasons. One, she was nominated because you get to split two categories. Right?
Yes, true.
Where I don't think her chances for Oscars are probably the same as Critics' Choice. And two, they want Julia Roberts at their party.
100%. 100%. That's why you put the Mission Impossible in that cinematic box.
Tom Cruise at your party.
And Avatar. You want James Cameron at your party. 100%.
Yes, yeah. So makes sense.
No one takes the Golden Globe seriously.
No, that's why I still think, though, even though I think there were a couple things that the Critics' Choice got maybe wrong in nominations. I think that 95% of it, they got right.
100%.
And I still think, regardless of whether or not you and I are able to put our opinions in there, I think it's the most notable awards thing out of all of them because it's everybody actually sees the movies.
And not just because I'm in Critics' Choice, or we're in like I respect their nominations just below the Oscars. It's to me, it's the Oscars and the Critics.
I say I go over Oscars because the Oscars, especially after the farce of last year, where they said people aren't even watching the movies and voting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah, that kind of situation for sure. Oh, someone brought up something really interesting too. I would move Chase. Okay, so if my issue is, making sure that a woman of color is in there who deserves to be in there, I would move Chase Infinity out to supporting, and I would. Oh no, I guess not. No, never mind. Let it be. Let it be.
Yeah.
Let it be.
I also don't think, and the other thing I will say is that because where is it? Was it best? Let me go back to best.
I was thinking Wumi Musaka wasn't nominated, was she? So for best.
I don't think so. Best actress. Oh yeah. So here's one. Supporting actress, they gave Tiana Taylor. I did not think Tiana Taylor was strong in that movie. I think she was the weakest link out of the entire movie. I think she was. It was so, and maybe it was just because of the character in general. I do have to watch it again. I'm going to watch it again with Ming. Maybe I'll feel differently, but I think that Chase and Tiana Taylor has been doing stuff longer. I think that Chase Infinity acted circles around her and was way more like it was so one note. It was so one note. The performance.
I think she delivered a really interesting performance in that movie, but she's only in it for the first 20 minutes and then she's gone until that letter. So to me, I think the Chase Infinity one makes more sense to take that slot, or even, as I was just saying here, as I was going to say, Wunmi Mosaku in Sinners. I thought she could take that slot from Tiana Taylor as well, because I thought she was excellent.
And again, another person supporting actor that could have gotten, I think, too, but just or maybe even lead, but maybe that would be tougher. Was Kirsten Dunst in Roofman?
Oh yeah, you're obsessed on this film. Yeah,
I love that movie. I love it. But and you know who I did nominate, but I knew wouldn't get the nomination. Was David Johnson for a long walk. Yeah, I'm probably the only person that submitted him as a choice, but I wanted to. I just thought it was such an incredible performance. All right. Anything else as far as what we
no, I thought they were pretty good. The critics
about everything. All right. What do you guys make of the nominations? Have you seen a lot of those movies? Have you missed a lot of those movies? Do you care? Do you think the nominations were right, wrong? Does that mean anything for the Oscars at all? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know what you think. All right, we're going to get to your questions in just a moment here. But before we do it, got to tell you about our good friends over at both Cash App and Prizepicks. Prizepicks going on. You guys have been writing me and saying you've been checking it out. I'm glad that you have been, so check them out. Prizepicks, baby. I love that you have a chance to get Prizepicks. You download the app, and for me, I got it. Been doing it ever since. It's great because if it's available where you are in your state, get it. Make sure you check. It probably is, though, because they're available in 45 states. For me, I was just loved how easy it was. And even for people who don't really know what's first down, you just play on Prizepicks, and now people they get into it every week. Check this out. It just makes it more exciting. Prizepicks has one of the more unique offerings. So of all the sports and markets Prizepicks offer, it's pretty exciting that you can make picks on fantasy score, free throws made, field goal attempts, or turnovers even. That's the best. I know a couple players who really stack up their free throws, to be honest. My favorite thing about Prizepicks is picking multiple sports in the same lineup. With the basketball back, you can put Steph Curry and Patrick Mahomes in the same lineup, and you could root for both. Prizepicks now has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. I love how straightforward it is. You don't have to spend a lot of time trying to calculate the payouts. It makes it easy with the payout multipliers. It doesn't matter if it's simple 3 times or a big 2,000 times. Prizepicks makes it easy to understand how much you can win. So if you download the Prizepicks app today and use that code Kristian, get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Use the code Kristian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prizepicks. It's good to be right. I always get excited talking to you guys about Cash App because I always want to talk to the people who haven't got it yet. I'm telling you, you got to look out for some of these scams that are out there. People fall for them all of the time. It happens. You look at people make YouTube videos on just exposing these people, right? So you want to make sure that your stuff is secure. The holidays are all about finding that perfect gift, but this time of year, not every deal is actually what it seems. There's scammers that they're getting more creative and they try to trick people into sharing their payment info through methods, whether it's fake shopping sites, giveaways they're always too good to be true. Now, here's the good thing about Cash App. They have a 24/7 fraud monitoring. It helps detect and alert you for unusual card activity if someone gains access to your card, so you can act fast if something seems off. You can also lock or unlock your Cash App card instantly right in the app for extra control and peace of mind. You stay one step ahead of scams this season and keep your money secure with Cash App. I've just been so happy with them. I feel like I'm just protected. And you gift yourself some peace of mind this holiday season when you download Cash App. So for a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. You just download Cash App, you use our exclusive referral code SECURE10 in your profile, and you send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you're going to get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform. It's not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, members FDIC. Promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Cash App. Thank you to both Prizepicks and Cash App. Thank you for joining us again on the show. The links are in the description, giving people some good choices here for the holiday season. All right, John, we got 22 so far.
22. Come on, people. Let's go.
Man. 22. You got to see because Chris Carr is on a 2-week winning streak right now. So you got to try to take out Chris Carr.
This bubbly personality. And, I'm more abrasive. So Chris gets
sometimes you always give people like kind of where you're usually the person to beat. This week, I don't know. We'll see.
I love people.
I love people.
Oh,
I love these people. Did you get your treat yet, by the way?
What treat? I got a treat?
Oh, treat, you asshole, a tree.
Oh, tree. Yeah. Look at a tree. Yes, I did get a tree.
Where'd you get your tree?
We went through some drama, but this is, I don't know if you guys will be able to see the tree, but that's the tree.
It's nice. Yeah.
Like Lily did a great job decorating it. Wonderful tree. Wonderful tree. But we went to a nursery because I live with a very activist partner, and she's like, we're not going to Home Depot or Target for this 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay. So we went to a nursery and got a tree from one of the garden nursery places. Tell you what, phenomenal tree. It was like $150.
Okay, so that's the thing. So here's the thing: is that, and this is easier for where I live, so I'm not going to say that you can just go do the same thing. Yeah. But we went to the nurseries and they're expensive at the, like you said, $150, everything too. But there's a fire department that does a tree lot over here where we live.
That's great.
They supported the fire department and everything too. Beautiful, big 7-foot tree, lush tree, $75.
That's amazing.
It was amazing. And and just local people who were there. What was great. This shows you the difference between where I live now in LA. Yeah. I go and I get the tree, and I realize as I'm paying, like, it's cash only. And I'm like, oh man, and they already put the tree on my car. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, there's an ATM. Can I walk to it? They're like, nah, you can drive. It's over there. I'm like, drive. And then we're going with my wife and my little one. I go, you know what? I'll leave my kid here. And then it has collateral. And the guy goes, no, you won't come back. I said, that's fair. So they go, we trust you. Go, come back. I never met these people a day in my life. We trust you. And I came back immediately. I was like, ran there. I felt like, I get back to them faster than I would some of my friends. So I felt like they trust me, the firemen, they trust me. Yeah. So I went and I drove as fast as I could. I got the money, gave it back to him, and I started looking at the guy and he goes, like, you're good. It was the best. It was the best. But they were great.
You want some pancakes? We got pancakes.
Yeah, what do you want to do? You need some bacon before you take home. Anyway, we got 24, and hopefully they keep you on, and we'll keep you here. But in the meantime, tell us what's going on the channel.
Yeah, the John Roca channel. So much happening. We dropped a couple of recent videos, of course, over the Paramount WB situation. Jeff and I really got into the nuts and bolts of it on Thursday. That episode is up, and then Mike Vogel and I went into what went on behind the scenes. That we dropped that yesterday as well, and we talked about a number of things going on in the world of entertainment. James Gunn situation, Marvel situation, all of that happening there as well. This week we'll be back at it. Hopefully, we'll do a new Geek Buddies review here for the most recent Welcome to Dairy one, and the most recent episodes of Pluribus. So we'll be having that coming up on the channel as well. And I'm not sure if The hot mic will go live tonight, or if I'll just be live solo on my own show tonight, but look for an announcement possibly there. Because I'm also trying to go see Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair tonight at some point. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, we got more stuff coming up from the Hot Mic Geek Buddies. Spill the Tequila tomorrow night with me, Winston A. And then, of course, my stuff. And we'll have a reaction for Supergirl on Thursday. That trailer.
Oh, yeah. Trailers.
Up at
We
6
didn't talk
a.m.
about it. I just it's the one thing, like, I will say, as I've told you, here's the thing, and this is, again, nothing against our colleagues, but there's two things here.
Go ahead.
One, I am excited about. I did not like the representation of Supergirl in Superman. I've been clear about that.
We're on different pages on that. Yeah.
Totally. However, what I am on board with is the rave reviews that the graphic novel has got, and how the story is supposed to be amazing, and hearing about it has. And I love Millie Allen Cox, so I was like, my interest for that movie is high. The one, because I am fully aware that after I see the film and then I have more context, then I watch the movie back and I go, oh, well, now I get it. Right. So I can't make a judgment on. I'm just saying, for that point, I just don't know what's happening. However, what I will say is the predictable is, like, everybody who went to the event, oh, this is next level, best trailer I've ever seen, amazing. So good, you guys aren't ready for it. It's like, that's what you say on every trailer you see that you go to the event to.
True.
I cannot take you seriously. There's someone in particular that I happen to really like. Yeah. That every time I see this person, sweet, you guys have no idea what's coming. I'm like, yeah, I do. It's you saying how much you love the trailer, whether it's good or not. It could be great, but you're gonna say it's great anyway. I can't trust you because you went to the event.
If there's any phrase that I'm tired of hearing as I get older, is you're not ready. We're not ready. We're not ready for what's coming. You're not ready for what's coming. We have survived world wars, pandemics.
Right. I'm ready.
Nuclear bombs being dropped on foreign countries. We're ready for everything. And when we figure it out and we get through it. So it drives me nuts when I see that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I get it. That's like, I think that's a little extreme, but I understand what you're saying. Look, I have my things too, where I've got, like I told you, like, I can't stand Tom Yamas telling me that he's here for me. He's not. Tom Yamas. All right.
You get Tom Yamas on the show, man.
Go, pal. Snowed under at work today.
Oh,
with support. Thank you, Go, pal. Where are you snowed in?
Yeah, where are you snowed in, Go, pal? Where's it snowing? I want to see snow.
Be careful what you ask for. It's going to start to snow here. Johnny Patriza, the Netflix anime Pluto is a reimagining of Astro Boy, a bit darker, more complex. I know you're both very busy, but you have time. Check it out. I'm always up for recommendations of good stories. It doesn't matter what it is. So there you go. Thank you, Johnny, for that one. 24. Can we get to 100? I don't know, John. I don't know. Sometimes you're we'll see.
Some of you angry motherfuckers, come bring it. Some of you who have Roca derangement syndrome, send your stuff in. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Yeah.
Carlton Rudder, London Calling. I saw Eternity, great movie. Jay Kelly, it was okay. I agree. It was good. It wasn't great.
I was a bit like, it got better in the second hour, but the first hour.
It seemed to repeat a lot of the same beats in the beginning.
Yeah.
No Country for Old Men, incredible. Thanks, John, for Cinephiles Apps for your archives. I think Carlton Rudder is your number one Cinephiles fan.
I appreciate that. He's very kind.
He is. Yeah.
To watch.
Joshua Gonzalez, saw Hamnet this morning. It's great. It is great.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful movie. I don't use that word.
It's that one battle after another for me. Like, that's the 1-2 battle.
Don't use that word often.
Yeah, you
to describe movies. But that is a beautiful movie. It really is.
Schmodown competitors.
Yeah. Did you see that freaking movie I told you about yet? The Hedda movie? Did you watch that yet?
Hedda, yes, I did watch it over the weekend. And it's okay.
You're being nicer than
I know, because I like Tessa.
Tessa's great. But it was the same scene every scene.
I know.
It was the same scene. Can we agree that Nia DaCosta's okay?
I mean, the irony that the Avatar guy is not okay with repeating scenes in one movie, but he's okay with repeating scenes.
That's very different. Very different. Very different. Wiley, OFC. I'm sick with norovirus. That is the worst, Riley. It sucks bad. Have you watched any holiday movies yet this year? I'm going to watch Christmas Story with Steph. She's never seen it before. Nice. Norovirus is the worst because the problem is it's like, oh, okay, I'm good here. I ain't bad here. Puking out, shitting out. It's like it doesn't stop and then just exhausts you. Norovirus crushed me last year.
That's why I don't leave the house anymore. I don't want anything that you sick people have.
Do you want to hear something funny, John? One of the reasons, like, because I don't want to go because I think the Subway contains so much of that,
no
right?
thanks.
And I was gonna go see. They have both the SpongeBob and the Piranha. Piranha is that what? Not Piranha. It was Anaconda movie. Those two.
Are they showing it? Right
Both
away?
of those both of those screenings are coming up. I might just wait to react to both of those and not go in the Subway.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I would agree
Yeah.
with you to not do that. I don't think those movies. Well, I think obviously SpongeBob would be great, but I don't think Anaconda's going to do well at all.
Maybe not. Mike Joyce, here's hoping Apple swoops in and outbids all. Apple wants nothing to do with this.
I don't know. I've heard some people say that as well. They could swoop in and just like wait till everybody tries to outbid each other until the final
And then
bid.
this comes in with like one big check and goes, "Oh yeah. We were sleeping. Sorry.
Here's 200 billion."
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Apple needs to get themselves involved in it.
Yeah.
This is like we talked about this. Movies and all this streaming stuff for Apple is a hobby.
Yes,
it's a hobby. It's not their primary business. Like it's a hobby. Like Netflix, their business is streaming. It's their business, and movies and TV. It's their business. Like Apple, it's not their business. It's a hobby that they have. Same with like Amazon. It's a hobby.
Right. Well,
it's a hobby.
I don't know about that. I mean, getting Bond. I think getting Bond
of
is
course
more than a hobby.
I didn't say it wasn't expensive. I didn't say it wasn't an expensive hobby. It's not their. It's not their primary. If you have the kind of money that he's got, hey, what are you guys doing today? Can you do me a favor? What? Take the day off tomorrow, but today I want you to buy Bond.
Buy Bond and get rid of the broccolis.
Yeah. Can you do that? Why? Because I like Bond. Okay. and then I'm going to go into space.
for shits and giggles.
I'll be in space. When I get back from space, I want you guys to buy Bond.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Joe for show. Well, I'll be a Parakeet's second cousin. Does Paramount want to make a Suicide 3 that bad? Jeez, hope you guys are going. Yeah, I mean, we don't know. Like I said, I just keep saying it is not even close to over yet. I mean, and we won't find out for quite a while.
Yeah.
What do you? I would say February 2027. I think is when this thing finally wraps. What do you think? What do you think?
I think after the split in next year, in April of the next year, I think that's
April of next year.
Yeah.
You think that's when they're going to sign off?
The split's happening in April of next year.
No, but you think that the deal's they're going to sign off? They're going to get approved by then?
I think after that split, yes.
Wow.
Because I mean, look how fast Paramount Skydance happened. That was fast when it finally happened. If Sarandos jumps over all the hoops and satisfies Trump and his FCC and all that shit, then it'll be fine.
Okay. All right, we'll see. Tristan Kilbreth. Don't forget about the people who don't mind watching movies on their phone or tablet too at home if they don't have a big TV. And it's a lot. You're 100% right. There are tons of people, and Sarandos said it. There are people who watch stuff on their phones. It's a different generation. They watch stuff on their phones. And it's like, and I don't disagree with, again, our colleagues who are arguing against that it is not the same experience to watch it on a big screen as it is your tablet.
Agreed.
That's not the argument. The argument is, are they doing it? And the answer is a resounding yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jago, 24. Thank you. 25 so far, John. 25 as we
25. Come on, Bob.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
70.
Slower today, my friend. Slower. Gen X kid, 73. Hey, y'all, it's your girl Renetta. What's up, Renetta? And I'm co-signing everything you said about Ted Sarandos. The man is spitting straight facts. It just, I understand, especially people who, let's say the middle class people or not middle class people, and they're going, what do I care about this billionaire? What the hell this guy's doing? You can still look off to the side and say, hey, I don't think billionaires should be billionaires, but I understand why that guy is a billionaire.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, the guy knows how to make deals.
Yeah. I'm fascinated by people who think they know more than these guys about what they're doing at that level of business. It's
Monday morning quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Kenneth Colton. Why is that a saying, by the way, Monday morning quarterback? Shouldn't it be Tuesday morning? Because Monday morning quarterback is because of Monday Night Football.
We didn't used to have
change it.
Monday Night Football.
All right.
Tuesday morning quarterback?
We do now. Monday morning doesn't line up. We're here for you. No, you're not, Tom Yamas.
Oh boy, here we go.
Kenneth Colton. Hulu is dropping Paradise season 2 on February 23rd. That's 2 seasons in 13 months. I wish we got that more often from other studios. It's also a damn good show as well. But it's also a matter of how long it takes to shoot and schedules and stuff too. Not every show is able to do that, you know?
Yeah. I love first season, and the trailer popped up over the weekend. Looks good.
That's the one with Harold Perrineau? Oh, no. That's
this one's the guy from This Is Us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like he gets nominated for everything he does.
He's so good.
Yeah. John DX Dragon.
Hey.
Has a long-time DC fan since the 90s. It's really hard to invest money for a new universe when we really don't know what's happening. Zaslav extended Gunn's contract, but things can still change. Oh, totally. I don't disagree with that. Like, things can always change, whether there's contracts and other things going on. But I think that what I would feel confident on as a DC fan right now is that they're confident enough in what they have upcoming that they want to see it through.
I'm confused by the term invest money. Are you buying stock in WB, or do you mean just that you bought tickets to a movie?
Like, I think that he means like to go out and buy, to go out and see it in theaters and support it that way. I think that's what he meant.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can understand that then, because you're like, well, I think more of the time is that that makes more of an investment than the money necessarily, because you start to care about this. And I think I see where you're coming from, because if it doesn't work out or they change again, you're like, well, why did I care about it?
Right.
Because I mean, that was the way I felt when they walked away from Henry Cavill as Man of Steel, because I really thought he was going to get another shot to show what he could do, and I was upset. And Ben too. I love Ben as Batman. So yeah.
Renata coming back in. Hey, Roka. Hey, I only watch football on Sundays with snacks, and even I can tell something wild is happening with the Browns. What's the tea?
Shador looked good yesterday. Listen, I have been on the whole, like, you guys are making stuff up about Shador. He hasn't shown anything yet, but you can't deny yesterday, 364 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and some beautiful throws, some beautiful touch throws. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but something happened there, and they need to let Shador play out the rest of the year to see what he can do, because I don't think Dylan Gabriel's the answer at all. So yeah.
John DX Dragon. I genuinely feel bad for Reeves. He's the only one to give universally loved movie since Nolan. He's earned his way. Too much content with 2 DCUs can also be a turnoff for many. I've always had that thought about, there's a possibility it can be a turnoff. However, there was still a lot going on when he put out Batman in general and all the different stuff that you could watch in Marvel, and the Batman did well. If people, and I think John says this, and I agree with him, if people want to see it in the theater, people will see it in the theater. Now, what they need to do is, because it will have been almost 5 or 6 years from the first one to the second one, they got to do a heavy push on promotion. I would be more worried if I'm James Gunn and the rest than I am Reeves, because if this movie hits, it's like, then you got to, your next Batman, whoever that is, has to compare with that one. Because if you make it completely different, then that's what they're going to do, and I think it'll be a mistake. If they're going to make it so radically different from his, so they can differentiate and say, no, this is 2 different Batmans, but people are responding to this, and they responded to Nolan's tone in that way. People respond to that Batman in that way. It's the other kind of campy, cheesy stuff that isn't working as much.
Yeah, agreed.
Battery IV. Derry was good, so here's B-Man. LOL, logic is weird. Derry was good, so here's B-Man.
Oh, Derry's good, so here's Batman. Logic is weird. Not really.
Logic is weird. But he was already on. Huh?
They haven't locked down the director, so
he's already supposed to be on it.
He's supposed to be on it, but yeah.
I don't understand that comment. Derry was good, so here's B-Man. Logic is weird. Huh? I don't get it. Like, he's already attached to direct it.
Right.
I don't understand that comment. Battery also says Predator's going to lose money. Budget was $105 million. I thought it made. Let's see. Predator. Did Predator Badlands make a profit? Is what I'm going to put in there. Predator Badlands became the highest grossing film in the Predator franchise, grossing over $175 million against a reported $105 million budget. It likely hasn't made a significant theatrical profit yet, needing closer to $200 to $250 million. But strong streaming, digital performance, and positive words says it's going to be profitable for the studio. So, no, it wasn't going to lose money. But it didn't make a huge profit. So half of that is right, I guess. I don't know what's going on, Battery. What's going on?
Yeah.
All right. So number 29 there. You got 29 there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. Keeping it up. Okay. By the way, Stranger Things first 4 episodes, fire. My 15-year-old son and I are officially hooked. Got our tickets and ready to ride. That's cool. That's going to do very well in the theater.
Yes. From
How
what I
long is it
understand,
out
they're not
for?
charging a ticket. It's a voucher.
really?
You're buying it about because they can't charge. I think they can't charge tickets for the showing, so they are
Oh.
charging you a refreshment voucher that you can trade in to get food to be there to watch the film. I think that's how it's going down.
Okay. Well, let us know. I'm
Yeah.
curious. But yeah, have you watched season 5 yet?
I did. The first 2 episodes, little creaky, to get to where we're going, but then that last episode, Sweet Mary, Mother of God, that was great.
So good. Yeah, I think that those two led us to that, but I dug it. I dug it a lot. Doug Developer, rewatched the classic Jingle All the Way. I'm going to watch that one, Steph, too. Say what you want about his acting abilities, but you can tell Arnold always commits to a role. Same with Cena. Arnold always commits to a role.
Yeah.
Every time. Like just we because now Steph has now watched a handful of Arnold movies. Literally, that's a great kind of, I guess, plug here is as soon as this is off the air, I'm going to make Total Recall live.
Nice.
She had never seen that before, so we watched Total Recall, and it's just so much fun to revisit. You can see why he was such a massive movie star. I mean, so massive.
You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
He's got a lot of nerve. And look who's talking. That's what he says. Look who's talking. So good. And you know who that is, by the way?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, who he's talking to.
No,
it's the Hank from Breaking Bad.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, with hair.
What's his name? Oh my God, what's his name in that? Thank you. It's not Philip. What is it? Thank you, Tony. It's Tony. Thank you, Tony. Madman, 1989 Joshua. According to YouTube recap, I watched 649 videos on the channel this year. Holy moly! Thank you. Love the channel. Keep the good work. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Wow. You're keeping us going. Thank you very much. Mike Joyce, thoughts on sentimental value. I love it. Very good, solid movie again too. And I like the way they blended it back and forth and with their language, and also really liked it. You?
Very moving, very touching. And Skarsgård was incredible. And so's Elle. I mean, Elle is. I'm telling you right now, we're about to watch Elle explode. She is going.
She's already kind of definitely stepping up. 100%.
Better than her sister. She's better than her sister already.
We don't need to go there. It's better than her sister. Come on, that's not what we want. Come on, John. All right, 31 so far. Oh, did you watch you didn't watch Derry last night?
I did not watch that. Everyone's saying how amazing it is. I'll be watching
it's a great episode. There's one line that I'm going to spoil for you, and it's a great line.
Okay.
I'll see you shit asses in 27 years. So just what? Who was that guy? He was the best, is who that guy was. Comes out of nowhere. Don't know if you ever see him once, and if you do, it's such a small part. He is forever going to be remembered as my favorite character on that show. Out of nowhere, I'll see you shit asses in 27 years. No one calls people shit asses anymore, and he does. Absolutely amazing. I loved that. I'm glad that you pointed that out. Okay, 31. As we are rounding it out, coming to the end here. Unless if people want us to
come on,
let us know. You want us to keep going? All right, let's see. Is that it? Maybe that's it. Let's see.
All of them? Oh no,
I got 31. I'm going. I'm moving down the line. Hold on. Let's see.
There's a lot more. I see. Yeah.
Oh, you see a lot more? Okay. All right, maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay. Brian O'Neill.
There you go.
Reading the Magician's Nephew book at the moment. Greta Gerwig's Narnia prequel. The White Witch is running around 1900 London, hitting people with a pole. Pretty terrible. I'm telling you, this movie.
Yes.
I like the Narnia movies. I like the Narnia stories, right?
Yes.
So for me, do I initially like the changes that she's making and all this stuff? I don't. Does that mean that I won't see it? No, of course not. Does it mean that I'm going to stomp my feet and go, oh my God, I can't watch this? No, I don't like the choices she's making yet, but I have not seen the film.
Yeah.
So the thing is what this is going to do. It is initially going to piss people off. It already has some of the casting and other things she's doing. However, what it allows her to do, this could cement her. She already has $1 billion movie on her belt, right? Yeah. With Barbie. This is the movie that she's coming up. If this movie hits and she redesigns Narnia and it hits and she makes it her franchise, she's going to go into another stratosphere.
Yeah, agreed.
100%. But on the flip side, if the pushback is so big and it does not deliver, she's gonna not be in trouble, but she's gonna get off of her pedestal a little bit.
Yeah, some of the bloom will come off the rose.
Yes.
I think this is a tough situation for her. She should have never followed up Barbie with this. But she had signed the contract, and I don't think she anticipated Barbie was going to be this massive thing. So she's stuck in the situation that she's in, and hopefully it'll work out for the best because she's a damn good director. But we will see. We'll see.
I mean,
I love the Narnia books as well, man. I grew up on those two.
It's gonna be interesting. We'll see how they do it, and if she's able to redesign it and get, because she's gonna get a lot of naysayers on it. That's a given. But can she bring in new fans who find her version? That's the magic trick. We'll see if she can do it. Julius Wyatt, you guys see big international contenders this year. No Other Choice, Sentimental Value. It was just an accident. Secret Agent. Yeah. We've seen them all. Hope Lordy can get in. Yeah. I actually just saw No Other Choice, and it's really, he's just such a good director, and like it's hard for me because I don't want to give away too much, but I couldn't root for the main character. Did you see it?
I did. Yeah, I did.
I just couldn't root for the main character. I understand it. I get the movie very much so, and why he does what he does. Again, without spoiling stuff, there were just things that he did, and there's just like kind of a weak person.
I kind of like that it was a challenging protagonist, kind of like Marty Supreme is a challenging protagonist.
Yes.
So it's a matter of like, well, is he interesting enough for me to keep watching? And I thought he was. And I thought
he was. That no doubt, interesting and that's why I watched the movie. And I thought his wife was the star of the movie.
Oh yeah.
She was great. Mike's movie Madness 24. So Hamnet. What a powerful movie. Yeah, Jessie Buckley is absolutely going to win Best Actress. I don't think anybody can touch it. I can't see anyone have a stronger performance. I'm telling you. Like, I remember saying, watching and going, okay, I've seen a lot of great performances this year. And then I saw that. I think I texted John, and I was just like, no one's touching her. She just, the scene at the end at the stage.
Oh man.
That alone, that wins it.
Yeah.
The amount of different emotions she goes in within seconds of every emotion that you can possibly imagine. That's it. That's it.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So 37, building back up here. Frank VT8YFF. If Paramount buys Warner Brothers, what are the odds of Superman 2 opens with Clark saying he's wrong about Bolivia and Trevor actually deserved invasion? Hot Mike is a top podcast for me. Screw the haters. Roke is such a bad. That's hilarious.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you.
I don't think they would ever.
I need the haters, bro. I love, Kristian knows this. I don't mind having haters. It's part of the game. If you're outspoken, you're going to get haters. Even Kristian has haters. So, if you're outspoken and have opinions, you're going to have haters. So please. But I appreciate you watching that. And he's totally right. He's told they'll throw what's her face in jail, Hawk Girl in jail.
It's hilarious. For just dropping him to his death. She should go to jail. Straight up murdered that guy.
I mean,
what do you mean? She's murdered.
I think it was warranted.
Yes, it doesn't warranted. Still ain't the rules.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Darian, what's up, Darian?
Hey.
Some people, Avatar is just Ferngully in space. Me, dude, Avatar is fucking Ferngully in fucking space. I balled my way through Avatar 2. Yeah, I mean, it is.
It's all about whether it works for you or not. 100%. It
is.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. Yeah.
I was dying. Oh, I almost left. I
love those movies. Gerard DJ 8846. Rumors: the Batman 2 male villain. An offer has been made to an A-lister from F1. Pitt or Bardem? Is that true?
Bardem would make sense.
Bardem. Yeah, it wouldn't be Pitt.
I was just watching a little Skyfall over the weekend. I forgot how great he is.
So good.
He's such a good actor, man.
Yeah. John Lawless, 4459. Hey, Roca, can you get Jeff to be tackled again? I actually played that clip the other day. I played it on the show the other day. It was hilarious. Is that his brother that did that?
Yeah. I swear to God, I had no idea what was going to happen. And neither did Jeff, clearly. And the thing is, brother tags him in the face first. So that's like, those are old school brothers, man.
Absolutely hilarious. He knew he was going to be on air and tackles him on the air. That's the best. It was really good. Trey Porter. Saw Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair yesterday afternoon was really great. It added scenes with more backstory, extended fight scenes, and extended dialogue. It really smoothed out the entire story. Do you know it's one of my favorite Tarantino movies?
It's in my top 3.
It's one of my favorites. And I was invited to the thing, and I didn't go
Oh,
It was the day after I saw Avatar. I couldn't do
that's
3:15 and then 4:30 two days in a row. I didn't have the strength. But I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Go
he
ahead. Go
there?
ahead.
Was he going to be there at the?
No,
just
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. But what a weird PR campaign he's having for this movie.
Such a moron. He's such a moron.
What is he doing? I don't get it.
I know.
Like what are you doing? It's like,
yeah, I saw Greg talking about it with Coy, and I thought Greg's feelings were absolutely spot on about it. It's like we loved this guy for so long, but you don't love the guy that he's become over the last few years, and he's 100% right.
It seems so petty.
It's punching down like crazy.
Like why? And then did you hear? And so like look.
Yeah.
I've had an opportunity of interview Matthew Lillard a couple times, right? And
great guy.
I love him. He's one of the coolest, most real people you're ever gonna meet. He's just a good dude. Yes. I loved his response to Tarantino. He goes, look, it hurts your feelings. Another thing I say about it hurts your feelings. He goes, and he's like, in this room, I'm popular because it's at like a Comic-Con or something. He goes, like, but I'm clearly not popular in the Hollywood circles, and it hurts my feelings. He's like, but it is what it is. You say that sucks, and you move on. And there was the only winners in that were the ones he was talking shit about.
100%. 100%.
Paul Dano didn't say a word.
Yes. And then everyone's come out. So Ben Stiller came out and supported, but like all these people came out to support him, which in essence was a way of slapping Tarantino on the nose.
Easily, but it was also one of the best things that happened to Paul Dano for his career because 100%. Who was talking? I mean, look, not that he wasn't great, but who's you haven't mentioned Paul Dano. If I would have said to you, do you like Paul Dano as an actor? You're like, yeah, he's great. But no one was talking about Paul Dano. He's not in none of a movie coming up or anything too. But now everybody's talking about him.
Yeah, and why are Owen Wilson and Matthew Lillard catching strays on this? Like, come on, man. Right. And who are you to judge acting? You non-acting piece of shit.
He's a horrendous actor. horrendous. 28 Vasco. This is a bizarro NFL season. It 100%. Really is. But let's see. I want to see something. I want to make sure. Because the Giants, as we know, are the 2-11, and the Commanders are 3-10.
My Commanders suck.
No, they're both terrible. But
we made JJ McCarthy look like Dan Marino yesterday.
I know. Well, I want to just make sure that the Giants get a good pick. That's all I want.
Yeah,
they need a receiver.
The Raiders are number one now because the Titans went off and won yesterday.
I know. Darian Roken, how are the father-son themes in season 2 of Landman hitting you? These past 2 episodes have been excellent. Andy Garcia and Sam Elliott. Is it great?
That's too much emotion. It's fucking hard, man. I've been missing my dad lately a lot for some reason, and just watching those episodes has fucking wrecked me. I can't even review it. I've got to because I get too emotional when I start. So it's really good this year.
Okay, I still haven't watched it. I know. Gerard, would there be a Van Damme movie you think would make a good remake? Mine would be either Lionheart or Double Impact. I mean, I'd love to. It just depends on how you did it. Like Bloodsport would be interesting. Kickboxer could be interesting.
Yeah.
Lionheart's underrated Van Damme movie.
I love Lionheart.
Lionheart is the best.
So good.
Best.
Yeah. Bloodsport with The Rock would be amazing, right? Especially after Smashing Machine.
Universal Soldiers, probably one that they could do. But now with the AI and everything too.
Well, his best one was Time Cop. So Time
Cop's one they could do also. Yeah.
Right.
Totally. Yeah. CB, the legend. Is it wrong for Feige to drop Doomsday trailer on Thursday with Supergirl?
That's the rumor.
My kid self would have never believed we get RDJ, Toby, and Hugh in one movie. Would it be wrong? No, because they were already planning on doing that, because they were going to drop it during the Avatar screen anyway. You cannot, especially now with Supergirl. It would be such a colossal error. And I know that Chris and Winston feel otherwise. It'd be such a colossal error to drop that trailer first exclusively in the theater and not put it on the internet first. It will get leaked and it will ruin the quality of your film.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
People drop leaks all the time, even coming out of Comic-Con, and they have guys walking around Comic-Con throughout entire panels up and down the aisles to make sure, and still people record stuff.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't think they should be dropping it on the same day. I agree with that. I think why rush it? Why not drop it next Thursday on the day Avatar comes out so people can see?
Next Thursday as opposed to this Thursday, right? Right, or even next Tuesday or something, right? I agree with that. I agree with that.
Girl, have a day. What's the big deal?
I agree with that. If they're putting, but for us, it's like, all right, of course, react to 2 trailers. Why not?
Content.
content. But the other thing that did you hear this rumor? Because they're re-releasing Endgame.
Yes.
So have you heard the rumors about this?
Go ahead. What are the rumors?
So the rumors that I saw, there's two.
Yes.
One is that they're going to do a new post-credit scene because there was never really one for Endgame, obviously, but they're going to do a post-credit scene that leads into Doomsday, which I could see. Okay. Now, the other thing that was rumored is that the post-credit scene is pretty much going to essentially retcon everything that happened after. It's going to be a direct sequel from Endgame into Doomsday, and it's going to essentially retcon everything, go back to what people were saying is that everything that has happened in between has been on different Earths.
Oh man. Oh,
right.
Oh, okay.
Right. I mean, you could do it that way, and you wouldn't be. You could do it that way. You could do it and go look at it. They're all different Earths, and some of these people will survive, and some of them won't.
Well, it ends on Peg and Steve getting their dance, right? And so the rumors are
right. That's a post-credit
scene. I know that it was what Steve did in returning the
name
stones that causes all of this to happen for Dr. Doom to come after him. So I guess it makes sense. The horrible rumor I've heard about the trailer is that the trailer is essentially going to be the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts with an extra 20 seconds. And if that's what happens, I'll be fucking pissed.
Well, remember the report that I had, and
I know you said like 30 different iterations.
There's so many different trailers that they've put. And then the other rumor that I heard that was not from me was that they're actually going to put a few different trailers out, which would be interesting.
That'd be great.
That'd be interesting.
I got to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I got to use the restroom.
All right. Well, how about answer this? Oh, see you later. Okay. How about Sean? Hey team, set up a page to help my brother after the house fire. Yes, let me links on my IG. Thanks as always. Sean, tag me on it and I'll retweet it. So yeah, please. I'll retweet it. Jose, I'm saving yours until Roku gets back from his piss break. Okay, let's see. How about this one? Bello Falcone. Will you check out the Monsters Inc. football broadcast on ESPN tonight? Simpsons and Toy Story ones were fun for the kids. That's pretty fun. I'm not know if I'm going to check it out because I'll probably forget. But that's fun. That's fun to do. Trey Porter. Saw Jake Kelly on Friday. Thought it was okay. Sandler was really leaned on more for the down-to-earth and emotional moments. I agree with that. Last 10 to 15 minutes was a fourth wall break tribute to Clooney's career. I agree with all that, actually. I thought it was good. I don't know about great. I think there are other performances and other things, but not Adam Sandler. I'd like to see Adam Sandler get nominated. I think that'd be good. I don't know if he's going to win, but I'd like to see him get nominated. Okay. So let's see. Chris. Daniel. Oh, John. Oh, there you go. Is that the same one? This might be a repeating one.
Okay.
Let me double check. We'll start with this one. Christina, what are your thoughts on the Mo Salah situation?
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
No one can hear you. Oh, and I guess and Jose is also saying the same thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically that I think essentially he put his the company's private business or the club's private business in public, and you should never do that. And I have no problem with him not making the trip to Italy. And I think they should sell him. He should not play for the team anymore. You have to stand behind the manager, and he tried a power play, and it's blown up in his face in a lot of ways. And I think we should sell him and go get Semenyo, go get Guehi, and send Konate on his way as well. That's my thought.
That's fair. Legend, MM600. What are you guys thinking about the NFL games yesterday? See, I will tell you that I was Christmas. It was doing my entire day was Christmas yesterday.
Yeah.
So
tell me about it.
You didn't watch anything yesterday.
Putting things together. Right. Yeah.
Just getting trees, putting the ornaments, Christmas decorations outside of my house, putting decorations outside, lights and everything too, and everything else too. So.
I do none of that. I don't do any of it. She does it all because
you don't help.
We tried it the first year where I helped, and she ended up yelling at me, and I just wasn't. I'm not good at those things. I'll build furniture. I'll put the tree up. But she's the decorator.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I'm usually there just to say, what do you need me to? Because this is. I'm with you on this because my wife will be. She'll make this stance and she'll go
right.
Well, I'm the one who's always decorating it. Why don't you go out and do it? You put you want. So let me explain this. So you want me to take these lights that we just bought, and you want me to design them outside and wrap them over the trees, and I go. I will do that, and I have no problem doing that. But you know, as well as I do, that the moment I walk in, it was off to the wrong angle. The moon didn't hit it the right way.
100%.
Like, and so then we're going to be out there for another 20 minutes designing it exactly how you wanted to. You just wanted me to walk out there to say, oh, I'll do it. And then you can tell me how I did it wrong. So why don't we just skip that step?
Yes. That's what we discovered after the first time doing it together the first year. I was like, honey, I'm in the way. The thing is, I buy everything. I'm like, honey, I'll pay for everything I want because I like the house to look like I love Christmas. My only holiday
I'm an ape. What do you want me to do it?
Exactly. That's what I did. I'm terrible at this. Why
I'll throw red and green against fucking paint. Just throw it against the house. It goes great.
I just took down my neon beer sign. What are you talking? What do I know about decorating?
I'll be there. Give me the thing. I'll hang it.
Yeah,
I'll hang it. I'll
buy her Starbucks. I buy her
design it. You don't want that.
No.
You want to tell me how I did it wrong.
Exactly.
Gerard, Kansas City Chiefs have shattered my soul. I can't believe I would have told you they were going to make it to the
Here's what I'll say. Shut the F up. You've had an incredible run. You've won a number of Super Bowls. You've been in the contention, shattering your soul. Why don't you appreciate what you've had instead of trying to be living in a place that you might have lost it for one season?
But that's how it goes. The Yankees, we were Yankee fans in 2000, and we won that in 2002. We said the same thing.
Yeah, but I was always like, well, we've won titles. I never was crazy about trying to win a title every year. It's impossible.
I wasn't. Eric Kirby, 5310. Mr. Roca, what are your thoughts on the Ghost of Yoti so far? And did you play Spider-Man 2 and thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I'm loving Ghost of Yoti, still working my way through it. Spider-Man 2 I played when it first came out because Yuri is my boy. Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Spider-Man, we hosted a podcast for a year and became friends. We are friends and we hang out all the time. We talk all the time, and he's a really great guy. So any project he's a part of, I like to support. So yeah, absolutely. Spider-Man 2 is great.
Okay. Hunter Wagner, 1302, met Matthew over the weekend at a con. Couldn't be nicer. Had him sign a paddle for Without a Paddle. It's hilarious. Bonnie Somerville was in that movie too.
Yeah.
So Matthew is the best.
You should post a clip from that interview you had with him. So
I have.
Oh, you have? Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know what's so weird? I posted a handful of clips with that in my clips channel. And there's one where he talked about joining Scream. And this was before he was announced that he was coming back for it. And out of nowhere, it just started blowing up again. It's got over almost 200,000 views on it. Nadia, any possible Sopranos reboot coming, being that Netflix bought Warner? That has nothing to do with, unless Sarandos has a better relationship with David Chase than Warner's does, because that's a David Chase choice. That's not anybody else's choice. Like, they have to say, and the only way that and he won't do it because he didn't focus on that last movie. The only way you can really, you got to get Michael Gandolfini to play young Tony.
Yeah.
And look, and I really like the actors that they in general, but the guy and I like the actor who plays in general. I like the guy who plays Silvio. He was terrible as Silvio. He was terrible. I thought Billy Magnuson was actually good as Paulie.
Oh, you mean in the movie?
In the movie,
in Newark.
In the movie,
I agree with you.
There's
a lot of bad casting in that movie.
In Silvio you can't play Silvio as a cartoon,
right?
Oh no, it doesn't. He was already, the way that Stevie played him was just a heightened version of himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, but it was bad.
It was caricature.
Yeah, you gotta recast that. But they're not gonna do it anyway, so it's a moot point. Mike L. Astra, I like watching reactions. Thank you. I like how you don't have to mention the year it was made and when the movie has a gay slur or something racist. For which, look, I feel like there was something else that I saw recently. There are movies that were made in different times.
Yeah,
necessarily applaud in things that were happening at that time, but there are things that there were things that happened 15 years ago in how people approach things in humor and other things.
Yeah.
So, again, not defending whether or not it's right or wrong, but when you're talking things that you like, the way society moves and you don't see things until things are pointed out, other things like there was a whole article on like Dude, Where's My Car recently, which I've always thought was a terrible movie, but the writer just recently came out and said like, oh, it's so cringeworthy and watching it. I was like, the only reason you're saying that is because you probably had a ton of people who came out and said to you, hey, how dare you do this movie now? And it's like, what he did say inside the article is like it was a product of its time, and that maybe back then it was a little bit more acceptable with some of the jokes we were making, which is fair because you look at like look at Eddie Murphy Delirious, right?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy Delirious in 1984. If Eddie Murphy did that set today, he'd be canceled tomorrow. Right. But because you go back, it's still Eddie Murphy who said it. If you go back and you watch 1984 Eddie Murphy's Delirious, or 82, whatever it was, you'd go, oh, because that was how people talked back then. Again, not saying right or wrong, but that's just how they were. It was more acceptable. With
I still love those bits from Eddie and the thing is,
Eddie Norton. Hey Norton.
Yeah, I know you want to fuck me.
Hey you.
But Eddie has come out and apologized for those jokes, and
has
it's
he?
not a big deal.
Okay.
Yes, he's come out and said, like, yeah, I can see how those jokes were homophobic, and I shouldn't have made them. But you grow, and when you're young, you're capturing the moment, and you're saying the things that you're saying.
It's a different time.
There's nothing wrong with growing up and changing. Yeah, but
CB the Legend. Rumor is that the first scene of Doomsday is Steve and Peggy's house scene from Endgame with Doom arriving. Chris Core said 3 trailers for Doomsday. Yeah, I mean, I had, like I said, I heard tons of trailer stuff. I think probably might have been around the same time as he was talking about it. And I've also heard that stuff with that. Apparently they were in the trailer. One of the trailers.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. They shot scenes in that house.
Yeah.
So
Jose Rodriguez. A year I had to leave my daughter and wife in our family country because of the immigration process, and life for the last 10 years, both of us all helped. Well, I'm glad that we were able to help you out, Jose. Thank you for sharing that.
As a son of immigrants, I totally hear you and feel you. And my father wasn't around for the first 8 months I was born because he was in an immigration process in Bolivia.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So my mom had me without my father in the country.
Wow, I did
stuff that was going on.
Look at that. That's
I get it.
Hard, yeah. Respect. Corn Emperor, love you guys. When will MGM Plus be free on Prime? Probably soon, right? Is it in already?
I don't know. It's like $5 a month, but there's nothing on that, is there? Like, Spider-Man Noir is going to be on there, right? But then it'll be on Hulu the next day. So.
All right, so let's not get into a big discussion here, but you asked for people to come and give you some challenges. Sure, Ralph's coming in hot. And Roka, why aren't you consistent for who gets involved with Hollywood? You call out Saudis for killing one journalist, but not Israel for killing 235 journalists.
Well, it's a very different situation because Israel's not trying to buy a movie studio. And so what I'm commenting on is someone buying a movie studio, which is in the purview of the business that we're in. So that's what I'm commenting on. The other side of things is that the Gaza and Israel and Palestine situation rather, is very complex. It goes back centuries, and there are crimes on both sides. There are innocent people on both sides, and there's pain on both sides. So to me, to be cherry picking where you want to be offended by or what you want to be offended by, I think is not the way to go about it. I think you have to look at the whole thing. And there are not many of us that understand the scope of how deep this goes. And for me personally, to speak on it, I feel is offensive because I don't fully know the entire history of everything that's gone on and the crimes that have been committed on all sides. So that's why I don't comment on it.
Last one for now. CB the Legend. With the new info, do you think Doomsday can make $2 billion? I think without the information, it can make $2 billion.
Yeah.
Can you get the interest? What it has going again? Well, look, what it has going for it is that it's the Avengers. What it has going for it is that it has Downey and Chris Evans and the people who haven't been around in Marvel are coming back, right? What it has against it, it doesn't have that build that Infinity War and Endgame had, right?
Yeah.
But there are, as we mentioned in the beginning of the show, John, there are just some things you want to see in the theater, and an event type film, and this can be an event type film.
It all depends on how it does or how it's received, I think, by the critics. Like, Wicked for Good, everyone's like, oh, this is going to make $1 billion possibly. And it's like, well, the critics came in, wasn't received that well by the critics. And then eventually the fans saw it. And there are some very strong fans for the movie, but there are people who saw it and didn't like it. And that becomes the word of mouth. With Doomsday, I think because Marvel's in such an interesting position right now, Kristian, it can go either way. I think it'll make a lot of money, but will it make the money it's supposed to make if it's not that good of a movie? And I think that's where we are all kind of in anticipation to see if we're going to like it. And I have a feeling it's going to be a divisive film. I really do.
We're going to have some crazy, I don't know yet. I want to see the trailer, right? Like, because we're going to have, I mean, between Supergirl, Avatar coming out, the Doomsday trailer, I mean, the end of December is going to be pretty nuts, right? Because like, I'm finally going to put my Marty Supreme out of the theater reaction out today.
Nice.
I've been sitting on it. So that's going to come out, and then there's really nothing else that's really too big out there besides that. But I mean, that's those three things are going to be pretty big in general, right?
I agree. 100%.
So we'll see. All right, John, before we get out of here, 49, where can they find you?
You can always find me at The Rocha Says on all social media platforms. Come hang out with me there. You know, I'm an opinionated person, got a lot of things to talk about. So come and hang out. Maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you don't agree with me, but find me there. And also on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/John Rocha Says, and look for an announcement sometime today that I'll be going live either with Jeff or solo later on tonight. So thank you so much. Thanks, Kristian. Have a great Monday, everybody.
Oh, sorry, John, didn't mean to cut you off there. Thank you, John, for being here with us today. And thank you guys for being here in general. Thank you guys very, very much. Oh, Corn Emperor, who says, agreed that Doomsday isn't going to be amazing. I don't know yet. We have to see. What is going on in general with this trailer. So John ends the day with 50. It's pretty good. Not too bad. We got a lot of stuff going on. So when we have we got my reaction for it, the latest one, chapter or Welcome to Derry, episode 7 is up. Gonna have Marty Supreme out of the theater reaction. Right after this, I'm gonna put my Total Recall reaction with Steph. She had never seen it before, so make sure you check that out. We got quite a few things going on this week. Tomorrow, Glass Onion reaction with Sam. And then Friday, I think is when the new Knives Out drops, and we'll be doing that one as well. So make sure you comment, click like, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Thank you guys so much for being here. As always, I appreciate you, and I really appreciate the support. We'll see you on the flip side.